Hello and Happy New Year. 2023 is here. I decided to use this beautiful Never Stop Dreaming sleep eye patch thing, whatever you call these things, eye mask, and the essential oil blend beautiful, which is really just to tap into your beautiful self. So, and we've got some selenite here and we've got some clear quartz here. So this is a whole new year, a whole new beginning, and I really feel like the cards of this first reading of 2023 really reflect some great shift for us all. We have 4 cards today, so pick your number between 1 and 4, which will be your more personalized message for this weekly reading. And even though this is a weekly reading, it's our first reading of the year. It's just after the new year. So I want you to also recognize that it will have a correlation for an annual reading as well. And then this week we have Mercury retrograde in Capricorn all week, and we also have Mars having reached that final degree point of his retrograde journey. So he only goes direct next week, but this week he's stabilized at 8 degrees, which is the final degree all week. So we have Mars and Mercury, the way we get what we want, Mars and Mercury, the way we think, both in very reflective phases, reordering, reorganizing, rethinking, reiterating, redoing, reworking, refeeling, etc. And then we also have a full moon later this week in Cancer, which is an extremely nurturing and moon ruled. So it's a full moon in the moon's own sign. She's at home and she's going to have a big old moon celebration. So there is quite a lot this week for us to work with, and let's jump into the reading. So choosing your number between 1 and 4, let's have a look at the whole picture. There it is, and then we'll hone in. So the first card is the Page of Wands, and I don't think we could have a nicer card to initiate us into this year. The page has got this kind of youthful new energy, which we find ourselves in the beginning, the youthful phase of a new year. And it's wands, which is fire. So that's passionate, excited, ignited, and we are ready to leap into this new year. And you can see she's got this really open stance. Her heart is open. Her solar plexus chakra is open. She is leaping with, I want to say fearlessly, but if she's feeling the fear, we don't see it. We see the joy, the excitement, the expectations of a new year. And then the 10 of the 10 card, the wheel, just brings us back, and that's a major arcana card. It brings us back a little and says, hang on a second. Yes, it's a new year. Yes, the wheels and the roulette table are spinning, but not everything happens all at once, and just kind of manage your expectations. The wheels of fate are turning, but you cannot by leaping, Page of Wands, forward with enthusiasm doesn't mean that everything comes to fruition on your timeline. Because remember, the wheel is major arcana, so it's reminding us that as much as we may want to, as hard as we may try, things don't happen on our timeline. There's a bigger picture. So the wheel is a lucky card, and it is kind of like telling us that we have this luck coming our way, this good karma and good fate, but we mustn't expect it to happen on our timeline. And that just brings us back to earth a little bit from the enthusiasm of the Page of Wands. And then we have a similar kind of, it's like a up, down kind of weekly reading. And I think that's just a reminder for the way that the energy of the year and really life flows. And this is remarkable. We have got the 7 card, the Chariot, and this year is a 7-year numerologically. Last year was a 6, and the major arcana tarot card that relates to the 6 is the Lovers. So that means that every time we got the Lovers card last year, it was kind of super enhanced because it was also the year of the Lovers card. And this year is the year of the Chariot card. And our very first reading of the year, we pull this card. Now, Chariot is very much about forward movement and momentum. You can see that we have the black and the white horse here. And in the wheel card, we have the black and the white energy on the two sort of sides of the lady. So we're working with day and night, shadow and light, that sort of thing all the time. And it's always a case of trying to bring that into balance. So with the Chariot card, we have this beautiful forward movement of, right, I am now directed. I'm getting on my chariot and I'm going in the direction of my dream, my wish, my talent, my hopes, my whatever it is that I want to create. So if two horses are harnessed in this chariot, then we can do that in the middle path. We can do that bringing our shadow and our light. If the horses are not harnessed together, we might find ourselves wanting to say, well, we're going in the path of the shadow or the path of the light. But ideally, and the Lovers brings that in too. So we've just had a whole year of incorporating that kind of mingling energy, that combining of shadow and light, day and night, yin and yang, masculine, feminine, sun and moon. Use any sort of duality type of analogy that works for you. The point is that we need to find the unity and the union. And in the Lovers card of last year, we were working to find that. And of course, it always begins by finding it within yourself. And then it is reflected in relationships. So Lovers card has a lot to do with relationship. And therefore, we were experiencing things within relationship that may have been polarizing. And we needed to see where is that happening internally and then change the external. Or we needed to see what's showing up externally and change the internal. So now that we've got the Chariot, we're still working with that dual energy of the Lovers, but now we're more directed, more forward movement, less of the introspection, looking in the mirror, gazing into the eyes of a lover or a friend or anyone you were in relationship with. And now it's get on your horse and go. It's really confidence boosting, and it's like taking the reins and feeling more in control of your trajectory and your direction. Of course, it's also Major Arcana, so we're never fully in control. But if we learn to go with the flow, so again, back to the wheel, trust that everything is happening in divine timing, not your timing, even though that doesn't say take away from the enthusiasm and passion and excitement and newness of the Page of Wands. We need that now. We need to leap forth that way, but also not to be too idealistic about it. And then the Nine of Cups, which is a water card, brings us back into that next sort of upside down card. And this too is a very lucky card. So both the Nine of Cups and the Wheel are very much about jackpot. Something's really, you found the treasure, you've hit the jackpot. X marks the spot. Well done, you've got this. But they're both upside down. Both of them saying delayed gratification, not on your timeline. Trust the process, direct yourself, take the reins, do the work. But don't think by doing the work you are in control of exactly how or when things will unfold. But don't lose your enthusiasm, your passion, and your spark. Keep at it and just recognize that everything is happening in divine timing. Because the Nine of Cups is near the end of a water journey. It's when we're getting to that point of our emotional intelligence just before we get to the 10. And 10 is like a happy family card, 10 of Cups. So here it's like, yes, I have earned my stripes. I have put in the emotional intelligence work. I am, and not only I am putting in the work, because none of this kind of work is ever done. So you don't just reach a point in your life where you go, right, I'm emotionally intelligent and now I have graduated and I don't need to look at that anymore. Ideally, we look at it every day. We look at it in every moment where a big feeling arises, like bubbling up in a brook or a set of tidal waves, or they feel like tidal waves in the moment. And we acknowledge them and reflect on them and respect them and feel them, most importantly, in that moment. That's doing the work. Just because you may have gone to therapy or gone through a big thing that you overcame doesn't mean that your emotional work will ever end. And I think that's another reminder with the Nine of Cups here, that it will, like every year, have its tumultuous moments, have its challenges, have its joys, and just to keep going with the flow. Don't ever think that your work is done. Don't ever think that you hit the jackpot and now all your answers, your solutions arrive, all your questions are answered. That's not how life works. There'll be more questions. There'll be more need for more solutions. So I think that's the big caution of this year, is that all your dreams are coming true, but they may not be coming the way you thought. And when they come true, that doesn't mean you're done. That means new dreams arise. That means new goals are ready to be set. So never stop dreaming, and have a beautiful 2023. I look forward to going on this journey with you. If you're looking for personalized guidance for this year ahead, please remember that I do tarot, other oracle cards too. I do astrology combinations. I do healing sessions where I tune into your own energies and between your astrology and your chakras and your meridians and everything that's coming through, channel the information that is needed for you at the time. So please check out my link in the below this video, and I look forward to hearing from you. Sending so much love and light out to you for this year.